Today we'll see one of the real-time SQL requirement. That is, this is the address table. While displaying them in the report, we need to display as is. That is, in the address field, we need to show as street. After street, we need to put comma. After city, we need to put comma. After state, we need to put hyphen. For pin code, before pin code, we need to put hyphen. This looks simple, but it has some trickiness in it. This is the UI screen. From the UI screen, user will enter the data and it will be stored in our table. This is the address table. It has name, street, city, state, and pin code. To solve this requirement, you should have better understanding of the following concept, that is concat, pipe symbol, and NVL2. Before going to the actual requirement, let us understand this concept so that it would be easy to clear the requirement. First one is the concat. It is used to combine two strings. So this is the syntax for it. Concat string 1, comma string 2. PLSQL is one string and developer is other string. So we need to combine those two strings as single string. PLSQL space developer. The syntax would be like this. Select concat of string. So we need to put the string in single quotes. Next one, the pipe symbol. This is also used to combine two strings. Pipe and concat operator are used to combine two strings. The syntax would be like string 1, pipe symbol, string 2. So we need to club PLSQL as one string and developer as other string. So in between, we need to put ampersand symbol. So it can be achieved by using PLSQL, pipe symbol, ampersand, pipe symbol, developer. So this one is important. Like PLSQL, we are concatenating with null. So we know that PLSQL concatenate with the string concatenate with null will get the string only. So PLSQL concatenate with null, concatenate with developer. So output would be PLSQL developer. Whatever the operation performed with concat, the result string will come as is. NVL2. It is used to handle null and not null values. The syntax would be, if the first one is not null, it will pick the second parameter. If the string is null, it will pick the third parameter. With an example, we can able to understand these things. Since first string is not null, it will pick the second parameter, that is PP. Since first string is null, it will pick the third parameter, that is YYY. Now we'll see the real-time requirement. That is, consider that a table has two records. Our requirement is that the name should be as is and address should be like concatenate with comma and hyphen. We need to combine these strings now. That's why we are using pipe symbol, and we want that to be separated by comma and hyphen. So street concatenate comma, city concatenate with comma, state concatenate with pin code hyphen. So if you execute this query, we'll get the requirement. As of now, it is simple. Now the situation is that two more records has been entered in our table. In those table, they are having some null values. So our requirement is that it should be simple. Like if it is no value, we need to display them. We need to ignore them. If you apply the same logic, we'll get some error. We'll see what exactly it is. So for first two records, there will be no issues because all are having values. For the third and fourth record, we don't have the city and pin code. When you apply the same logic, it would be awkward. If you see the third one, C street, 2 commas are there. And in the fourth one, 2 commas and hyphen is there because it doesn't have the pin code. It looks somewhat awkward. So our requirement is that like this, we need to, if it doesn't have this any field, it should be removed and no comma or no hyphen should be there. So to solve this type of thing or to handle this situation, we'll use NVL2. We know that NVL2 is used to handle null as well as not null values. If the first value is null, it will pick the second value. If it is first value is null, it will pick the third value. So for first value, we have the value, so it will come as a state. If you see this one, like if first two records, there would be no issues. For the third record, we see that the city field is null. So if it is null, it won't append comma. It will directly pick the null value. For the state also. And for the pin code, if you see this one, for the fourth record, we don't have the pin code. So if the pin code is null, it will pick the third parameter, that is null. We'll see one more time. For the first two records, there would be no issues. For the second and third records, we need to handle. So NVLT, we know that NVLT is used to handle not null values and as well as not null values. So if it is null, we need to pick the third value. If it is not null, we'll pick the second value. So for the third records, it is null. So it will display as null only. So it has no issues. And for fourth record, we could see like pin code is not available. So it will display the null value because pin code is null. So it will pick the third parameter, that is null. So by using this, we'll get the actual requirement. So to handle this one, we have used pipe symbol and NVL2. If you like the content, subscribe and share the channel. Thank you for watching.